part 3 of the F30 roof wrap series. We're going to be actually wrapping the roof on this today. So if you guys have missed the last 2 videos or 2 parts in this series, we wrapped the F30 shark fin antenna in the first video, and then we wrapped the side rails or the side roof moldings on the second video. So make sure you go back, follow along, but in this video we're actually going to be laying down the vinyl and completing this roof wrap and reassembling everything. So I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and start by popping the sunroof, and then we'll get ahead to cleaning this entire roof. Go ahead and open it up all the way. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you click the sunroof once, it'll go back that far, and if you click it again, it'll go back even further. So make sure you open it up all the way. Next, you'll see this wind guard is sitting up here. We need to pin it down, so I've grabbed a couple popsicle sticks. I think that'll work, but I might have to set you guys down to do this. Maybe not. There we go. Just like that, so it's just tucked under each side, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on that side. Now with both of the popsicle sticks in place, if I come down here, you can tell that we're gonna clear that molding when we put the wrap over it. So basically we're gonna leave this open while we're wrapping it, and I've got the antenna still removed and those side moldings that I was talking about removed. So everything is ready to be wrapped right now. I just need to wipe it down, but basically we're gonna take a piece of vinyl and glass it over this entire thing and try and get our 4 corners down intact. And then I'm gonna start basically from the middle and working my way out. And then we'll probably do the sunroof last. But for right now, I'm just gonna grab a clay bar and some Optimum No Rinse and pretty much hit the entire roof. Everything that the vinyl is gonna be touching, I want it to be as clean as possible. Finished up the roof. Everything is clay barred. I used some alcohol to wipe down the entire thing. I made sure I cleaned all in these edges here. Make sure I lifted back this rubber gasket and got all behind this. And then obviously the same on the back. You're gonna have to kind of like push down on this so you can clean this inside edge of your sunroof. Make sure that is nice and clean too, because basically we're gonna have to wrap it over and basically onto this edge here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's basically what we're gonna have to do, is come up and over. Got this vinyl here. I think what I'm gonna do is actually move my car into this spot because it's nice and shady. And right now my car is just in the blaring sun. So I'm gonna link down below everything that I use for this project. So if you guys need or want to pick up anything to do this, all the links will be down below. But I think right now I'm gonna move this into the shade. I have the front part on the driver's side done, glazed out, looks really good so far. This wrap, this will be the very last time I ever wrap with Vivid. There's absolutely no air release in this stuff, so if you do get small bubbles, of course I can't really find any right now, but you can't just use your finger to push it out. You have to lift all the vinyl up, like all this right here. I'm gonna have to lift the vinyl up and push it out because there's just absolutely no air release in this. If you move it with your hand, it will just basically move into a bigger bubble, but never actually release out of the vinyl, so that's what happens. Update, as I was saying before, never using Vivid vinyl again. This stuff has been miserable to work with from the start, but we're making it happen, and right now I have the front done and 90% of the rear glazed out, but now we're running into wrinkles here on both sides, so we're probably gonna finish the back and then lift the front up, pull these wrinkles out, and then relay the front. The time is now 11:12, and I finished the wrap. I finished everything. I finished reinstalling everything. The sun went down, it got dark, and I really didn't even want to record. Honestly, using the Vivid film was not fun at all. Just a heads up. I think Avery is probably something I will use next, or 3M, but never Vivid again. The air release on it is awful. Maybe it's just the one I got, I don't know. But again, it was minimal. I showed you guys before how it would just bubble up and you had to basically reset that entire piece to get the air bubbles out. So long story short, it went okay. I finished it. I didn't think I was gonna actually finish it, and I did, so I'm happy about that, but I'll show you guys tomorrow what it looks like, because there's some problems, but we'll get into that. Thank you guys for watching. Catch up with you in the morning. It's a new day. I slept on it. I feel better. I finished the wrap late last night. It went into the dark by far. I was up until about 11:30 in my driveway. Not in a garage, by the way, just out in the open with a light, basically wrapping this by hand slowly and surely. But I finished it, right? So I'm not gonna lie and tell you guys that it's my best work, because it's not. If I were to redo this again, I would have found a garage to do it in, so that way lighting wasn't an issue and I could spend my time on it. But because the sun was going down and it was supposed to rain today and last night, I didn't want to risk losing the wrap altogether, I guess. I didn't have the edges wrapped and tucked. I didn't have the sunroof cut out yet. So I had to do all that in the dark, which was not cool. And obviously that's why you guys didn't see any of it, is it was just not possible to get that on video. So I do apologize, and now I want to spend a little extra time showing you guys how it came out and explaining where the good stuff was and where the bad stuff was. So if you try to do this yourself, hopefully it makes it a little bit easier. I'm really happy with how it came out. Even though I know there's imperfections, it was worth it, totally worth it, but check it out. Of course, now it's starting to rain that I just washed it, but here's how the roof came out. Again, we wrapped everything. We wrapped the antenna, I wrapped these on both sides, and then the roof itself, all in 3 different parts. So catch up on the videos if you guys want to do it. I break it down on each part. So the shark fin antenna, then the sides, then the main roof. But all in all, between the banner and the new black roof, I am just really, really happy with how it came out. Definitely adds a little bit more of an aggressive look to the car, and just makes it almost like not a panoramic sunroof, because those don't even come on any F30s, but you get the picture. It looks pretty dope. I guess before it starts raining too hard, let's dive into the imperfections. If we start here, these ones on the side were okay. These cutouts right here were really hard to do, because it's really hard to cut it out and then have enough film to really tuck over. So it's not perfect. These flaps, you know, it's just not perfect. That's what I'll say. I mean, the edges are not great. Let's see. These corners were pretty hard to tuck. I did successfully do it. There's a part right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, where I cut it too short and the film doesn't really go down all the way, so you can see just a little bit of mineral gray. I believe that is one of Jenna's hairs we have in there. The front came out pretty good. It actually tucked really well for the most part. The only other side, or the only other problem, was on this side. I, again, cut it in the dark. I couldn't see anything, but just a little bit too short right there. Yeah, you can definitely see that. But again, I'm lucky because it's a dark color for starters, so you can't really tell, especially from far away. And even from the naked eye, I don't even notice it until right about here. So it's not bad. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It definitely gives the F30, like I said, a nice aggressive look. I do really dig, now that it's raining and I just washed it, I really do dig like the beading that you get on brand new vinyl, because obviously my paint is a little bit older and this is brand new vinyl, and this actually looks pretty good. So another closer look at the antenna here. So what I ended up doing, and I'm sorry I did it off camera, but I used Gorilla clear double-sided tape on the inside of this, underneath obviously, and then I put it down, taped around this entire area, kind of like how we did when we used the razor blade to cut this antenna off. I taped all that up, and then I ran a silicone bead all the way around this right here, so that way it's hopefully watertight. It's raining now. I just washed the car and it rained last night, so this should be a good test. And honestly, there's no stains or any signs of water leakage inside, so that may have worked. I guess with all that being said, I hope this inspires you to tackle it yourself, because it was a huge learning experience, and guaranteed if I were to do it again, I would change some things and I would use a different film. But now I know what I'm getting into, and I'm far more confident if I were to do this again. It's starting to rain a little bit harder now, so I think I'm just gonna wrap the video up, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some cinematics, because I kind of let you guys down as far as getting footage of actually laying the vinyl down. So I'll get some cool cinematics of the car and how it sits right now. But thank you guys so much for rocking with me throughout this video series and watching me struggle and succeed in parts of this wrap. So I just thank you, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you try and do it yourself, because it is a lot of fun, and like I said, it's a good learning experience. But I am digressing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you later, guys. Peace.